Hello, my viewers and Linda's viewers. It's me, Violetta, and Linda was so kind. She invited me for the reading together on Zoom, and I'm happy to do that. Excited because I don't know the questions. She don't know the questions.
I got probably 100 questions, but we can't do all of them.
No, we can't. I'm trying to minimize to 11 questions on each video that I'm doing, and we have limit time on Zoom, so
yeah, we can only record so long, otherwise the file will get too big. I tried to do a mediumship circle with 10 people, and I thought I could record and give everybody a copy, and it was too big. The file was too big. After 30 minutes, you start worrying. Okay, so you want to go first?
Question for you.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, Philip Crilly and Christine Crilly. That's nice when the husband and wives are watching our programs. They want to know what happened to the stock market if Trump loses.
Oh, I think I got that question too. They must have wrote you and me.
Well, I see the same ones because
I see the stock market definitely going down. Right now it's dropping. It dropped 600 points on Friday because of the virus. But let me just take a look, see. I think initially it'll drop and then it starts moving back up. You know, when the night Trump got elected, it dropped 700 points and then it immediately started going back up. Tell me what happens with the stock market, if Donald Trump you know, I was really concentrating today. I was asking my pendulum. Sometimes I'm good at it as long as I step outside, and I'm really feeling, according to the pendulum, Trump may go before he is voted, before he's voted out. There may be something coming out. But the stock market is showing it being steady. It's not going to be horrible drop. I've always known it was going to drop, but it won't be as bad as 2008. It takes a little dive. I even see home prices going down, and then it goes back up.
And I saw two extremely big gloves holding to it. So how to read that one, I don't know, but it's like holding to the glass with huge gloves. That will slide probably eventually somehow, because you can't hold something with those huge gloves. Sorry,
so it could be fragile. It could be fragile. Okay, so a lot of people ask this question. I'm going to ask you. Do you think Adam Schiff will ever run for president?
If so, it is like flipping book with speed. Like someone is looking through the telephone books so fast. I don't know if he will be doing that. He will be one of the content, maybe in the whole bunch of them, but it will be like so fast. We wouldn't see his name. When you're looking through the telephone book and someone is flipping, you can't really focus on him. I know he will be wonderful and I wish him the best, but somehow that's what I see, and I can't. I see he will be just coming and flipping the pages. So he is the telephone books. When we are flipping the pages, we don't really concentrate on one thing unless we are looking for that. So
I see him getting some sort of position, like I get somebody makes. I don't see him being a SCOTUS, Supreme Court judge, but I see him being put in a position of authority. And I've often thought Camilla was, huh?
I think he will take position of Pelosi one day.
That's probably it, because I saw him in charge. I saw him in charge. I saw him being respected. But the answer to the question, according to my cards, is no, he will not run for president, but the justice card is with him, so he'll be in a place where he can create justice. Okay.
Yeah. This one, it's from me to you. What new information will show up about Trump and Russia connections?
Oh, we're getting, I'm telling you, you guys, I know everybody's upset about Roberts, and I understand Roberts' position, but he heard this case. And energetically, I could feel him going, what are these people doing? But because he has this information and he has to go by constitutional law, I see him saying, yeah, he has to release his taxes. And that's when we get, because I've been told by people from New York way before Trump, he's been laundering money for Russia for years. That's why Trump is so, this could be the reason why he's yanked out. We've always said it's going to be financial. So it's, but I see Russia connect, and this is the other thing, which I saw a while ago. And I'm telling you, Violetta, I often have seen Putin act like, I don't know him, like throwing him under the bus.
It will be the best gift Putin can give it to him back.
Yes, yes. Like he's now no longer worth anything. So you know what? To hell with you. I'm not going to feed you anymore.
Putin has enough of his kisses of his behind.
Okay, question for you since we're on the subject. People want to know, more than one person wrote, is Lev Parnas in Putin's pocket?
He is in the picture. I see a big picture. And he is a small part of the picture. When you are looking at the picture, he is somewhere here in the frame. So he will be saying, yes, I was taking money from Russia.
But Russia's been helping him pay him so he could go on this quest with Rudy, because Rudy's getting paid by Russia too.
Yeah. So he will be, but he will be framing them because I saw a frame. So he will be framing them. Yes, that's the way it was.
Yeah.
I was paid. I'm a little guy here that is taking money from Russia. Was taking money from Russia.
Right, right. Okay, now for you, I got tons of questions on this too. Cepalone, the gentleman who was the attorney for Donald Trump, was apparently, they're proving now from Bolton and Lev Parnas, Cepalone was in the middle of this this drug deal, so to speak. Will he get any repercussions for this? The attorney, Cepalone.
He will flip on his back. Someone will pull the carpet and he is flipping.
I love it.
You can see his shoe print, bottom of his shoes. Oh, it will devastate him. The Democrats will pull the carpet under him, and
right.
That might even show that whole impeachment was
a scam.
Not, yeah, that was a bizarre thing that he didn't have any rights to be. They might have to do another impeachment.
Right, but I also feel that the Bar Association will be dealing with Cepalo and Secula. I definitely see people turning them in. Listen, after Trump goes, there's going to be so many.
That would be, that
I'm
would
so
be
happy.
Something that it's worth to wait for.
Right.
That's for me. Now it's my turn to ask you a question.
Yes. No.
Okay, Rosemary Gregory for Linda. Are we? Well, she didn't say for Linda. I just choose that.
You just asked, yeah.
Are we ever going to get rid of the electoral college?
Oh yes, we will. I saw that.
Not we, because it's supposed to be you.
Yeah, but I definitely saw that. I'd asked about. Now it's going to be several years. It may be the next election they get rid of it. But listen, so many, see, you have to be careful too, because the Democrats are going to win by a landslide. But remember, they get petty too, and they get weird, and they get, and so, but I did see the Supreme Court helping them to vote for this, because the Supreme Court's going to be changed. And all those judges that McConnell put in, I saw it as clear as day. I saw the new president coming in and getting rid of the judges, and everybody's going, you can't do that. They were lifetime appointments. And there's, he's saying, I'm president. I can do whatever I want.
Well,
Thanks to
we
McConnell.
need to have someone who has the, I don't going to say the bad word.
So, okay, but I definitely see that we'll do that. It's, if it's not this presidency, it's the next. Okay, somebody asked me to ask you if Kellyanne is a leaker.
Okay, it's interesting. Milk going through the sifter. That way you are doing a buttermilk. You have a warm milk, you can go through the sifter.
Right.
That's what we call the, I was teaching her how to do that actually not long ago to make a cottage cheese. She is doing that.
Yeah, and you know who I saw her talking to was her husband.
Husband, absolutely, because otherwise they would divorce a long time ago.
Oh, yes. But she's almost saying, she's talking to him about things that are going on, and almost like between the two of them, and enough said. We don't exchange any kind of information.
I have to mention, I have a wonderful girl sitting with me here.
Yes, say hi.
Girlfriend, Tracy, and I was just teaching her about 2 weeks ago how to do the cottages. So that's what I had seen about Kellyanne.
Right.
Okay, small digression. What is in the future for Bloomberg?
Oh, Bloomberg. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bloomberg.
I don't see that much advertising here because I'm from Canada, but you must have seen a lot. And today, when you are going your Super Bowl, I couldn't understand why they call this Super Bowl.
I don't.
What kind of goodies are in that
like
bowl?
Baseball, they call it the World Series. It's got nothing to do with the world. It's only in the United States, but they call it the World Series. So tell me,
Okay.
and this year I'm excited. I cannot, you guys, I cannot predict the winner because I'm a 49er fan. If I have skin in the game, I can't predict because I'm favorite. I favor them. But last year I predicted that New England was
Can I tell you, so your 49s are taking place today?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw them. I didn't even knew what group you mentioned, but I didn't remember. I saw them sliding from the roof and holding to the guts.
Holding to the what?
You know, the water gutter.
And does that mean they're going to lose?
So they will be holding. I think they will have to extend the game probably.
Oh, okay, okay. So it'll be, good. Well, it'll be a good game.
But who knows? I'm not a fan at all. So
yeah.
Okay, about Bloomberg. I know you have a lot of advertising.
Maybe they win, but they're holding on tight. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whoever wins, I'm happy. We forget the next day. Okay, now you asked me about Bloomberg, and a lot of people are upset because he's just pouring money. But the good news is he'll pour money in this whether he wins or not. He wants Trump out. And did you see Trump today? He was making fun of how tall he is. He's a short guy. And somebody said Trump puts 3-inch lifters in his shoes so he looks taller.
And Bloomberg said that it's everything fake about his fake suntan makeup and so on. So Bloomberg is the one who can punch him back.
Bloomberg is the thorn in Trump's side. Bloomberg is the one that will end this administration. Now, does that mean he'll win as president? I'm not seeing that, but I am seeing because of him and his money, he will make sure Trump goes down.
I see in him more than most Americans, and I know when I said the first time he mentioned that he's going for it.
Yeah,
you
had a good feeling?
I would be voting for him if I have the feeling that because he can stand up to Trump and punch him between his eyes.
And you know, he's a guy that he believes, and there's some things about him I know people don't like. But my friend Sterling, the other psychic, he's feeling more like it might be Bloomberg that wins, which is interesting. I still don't get a feeling who's going to win. I can't feel who's going to win. I know it's not Trump.
I don't have the feeling about anyone else. I hope.
But I don't feel bad about Bloomberg. I feel Bloomberg is the final sword in Trump's back. But we'll see. As we get closer, I'll see. Okay, so now I have a question for you. People want to know, okay, people want to know if Bolton's book is going to be a big deal.
Bolton book, okay.
Will it get released or is the FBI going to stop it or?
Like a lot of bubble fish from the bottom of the ocean. I don't think so. I just see a lot of bubbles and fish. I don't know, because I see a fish, so something fishy and bubbles coming out of it. Would the book come out? Yes, it will come out, even if it will come out in pieces.
In pieces, that's what I was feeling. That's exactly what I was feeling. He'll be so furious at them stopping this. He's going to allow, they're going to be leaks. And people will be
and there are already leaks.
Yes.
Washington Post is leaking already, so. But it has more bubbles than anything else. I don't know why. We know everything what he's saying. There is nothing really there.
Yeah. Well, all the witnesses said just exactly what he said.
Yeah. So there is nothing new that will add to the story.
Right, right. Okay.
So now it's my turn?
Yeah, your turn to ask me.
Okay. Should we be afraid of Trump being reelected? I know you are very opposite, but if he will be reelected.
Well, you know, here's the deal. I understand.
He's going to cheat.
I understand why people are upset. I understand people's fear because everybody laughed that he was even running. But remember, Russia was involved with him getting elected, and Russia also was involved in making Hillary Clinton look really bad. So 100 million people did not vote. And Trump didn't get the popular vote. Hillary did. So remember what happened in 2018. We won by a landslide. People came out, and at that, not everybody came out. I believe this time, I've never saw Trump win. I saw Trump dead in a coffin, in a glass coffin. I honest to God, feel that he will not win. Period. So don't be afraid. When my guys, when people write me and say, "Oh my God, Linda, this psychic from the UK said that Trump's going to win," and oh my God, and people get frightened, you know. And I'm like, hey, listen. I asked my guides. I said, "Why? You know, what do I tell them?" And they say, "Remember 2018." It was a landslide. And and I got to tell you something else. I saw, when I get these flashes, they're really true. I saw McConnell losing this time.
Well, I said long time ago that he will lose, and you know, so we are on the same page.
They're all acting did you see how giddy Trump is acting? Like, you know, screw you guys, you couldn't get me, but it's going to be a slaughter.
He's not popular guy. McConnell
No.
is hated, and his wife, who is sitting around Trump all the time.
Right. It's really, really
She's
sad.
under the radar.
Yeah. Now I got a question for
So
you.
now it's good question.
Everybody wants me to ask, do you get a clue? I don't know if you've said this on your, I was listening to your videos, but I don't recall you saying this. Why did Lamar and Lisa Murkowski change their minds? Were they pressured?
It's like an old toy that you are wiring, you know, those old toys that they wire them. They are afraid of the money.
Okay.
So they make them like a puppets. Those old toys were wired and they were doing whatever it was programmed. So they were programmed to do that.
Right. I even felt like the one from Maine that said she votes for, I feel like they let her do that. She's going to be okay. The senator from Maine, what's her name? She sort of shakes her head like she's got Parkinson's.
I was doing a video about her not long ago, and I said her base will stand up. So she had to do, because it was like hanging coat, and the base stood up. So she had to lay down on the floor.
But they let her. The Republicans, Mitch McConnell let her. He knew he could let her because he had the votes, thanks to Murkowski.
And you said about Murkowski, but I know that I'm not going to say, because on the last video I mixed the name Ryan and I will correct that name.
You're like me.
Because now I'm.
So that's what you feel. You feel like they're winding toys. That's why they changed their mind.
Yeah, you know, because they depend on the group for support, and to have the peers on your side, they are spending more time in the Senate, less on their own places. So they are not as influenced by people, meeting with people. They are just a group Trump supporters.
Okay. Now, a question for me.
Yes. What will be for Kim Jong-un in 2020?
Oh. They made a laughingstock out of Trump. Somebody told him, if you kiss Trump's butt, Kim Jong-un doesn't want to be bombed off the face of the earth, even though he acts like a big guy. He's scared. He's scared of them getting him. So when Trump came back at him and called him Rocket Man, and like, come on, I dare you, he went, no. So, but now he thinks he has the power.
Actually, he was thinking that it's a nice compliment for him.
Yeah, well, somebody told him, probably Putin told him, kiss his butt like you really like him, and he'll eat out of your hands.
Yeah.
They're still struggling, that country. You know, the one thing about that virus, it won't go there because nobody's allowed in there.
But they are not allowing anyone to go. Oh, they are lucky that way, yes.
Listen, for now, he's hanging in there. There's nothing big here. But March of next year, not this March of next year, there's some inside stuff. I often saw him being taken out by his own people. There's some swords on top of him, but it's like March of next year. The people gather. That's what I'm seeing.
There is something about watch and something controlling him. I don't know what is this, like the robotic watch.
Oh, that's weird.
Very weird. But there will be, the time will change. You are correct on that. But it is something that it is like programming something on those super nice watches.
Yeah.
That you have to take courses to learn it.
Right.
Okay.
Ask
Another question.
your son's daughter, how much time have we used so far? I think we,
It's not his daughter, it's his girlfriend.
I mean, his girlfriend.
Oh, we don't know.
Oh, I think we have 10 more minutes. Looks like 20 minutes.
Oh, so we have 20 minutes or
We have 10 more minutes.
oh, okay. I don't know if I
Now,
okay.
I have a
Good
question for you.
Go.
Pe-
For you.
People
No,
want to
I
know,
was asking about Kim Jong. Yes.
people want to know what is going on with the CIA and FBI. Are they okay? Are they stuck in this, or are they working behind all this?
Ah, I know it's Ray. What is his name? Andrew Ray, whatever. He is holding fabric,
Yeah.
and above that, he has a mask that the people who are playing with the swords are wearing, those fencing, you know? So he is doing everything behind the curtain, white curtain, and I know he's making good choices. You know, in our cards is that card with taking so many choices.
Right, right, right.
So I saw something like that image of him wearing for fencing net mask.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He see everything. No one can see him because in that mask he is invisible. And he's making good choices, but behind the curtain, he is not showing his all abilities, what he has, because he's afraid of Barr and Trump.
Yeah,
as
Barr.
So he is doing everything
The way he's
from
supposed to.
inside, white cloth. You can't see anything through that cloth. His mask is covered. You don't know anything. One day he will drop the cloth and we will know.
Okay, so they're all trapped because of Barr. Well,
Yes.
Lev Parnas said Trump was just Trump, but then when Barr came in, that's when he became evil.
Yes, and he is smart cookie, and he is so working on his own goals.
Right, but you know what? I had vivid, hits, and the cards have been just anytime I throw in Barr, it's horrible. It's the 10 of swords, the 9 of swords, the 6 of swords, the 4 of swords, the tower. It looks physically like he's going to drop dead.
And what I have seen, I saw a paparazzi long time ago. I said that paparazzi are following him like they were following Diana, and they caught him in the tunnel. Okay. So he will be smashed.
Okay.
So there will be something dramatic in his life that he will have, and the paparazzi will be around him, and he will have no ability. He will be injured, like in accident. So he is not able to protect himself.
Right.
And everyone will be taking pictures.
Wow.
And now when partners did that, people know more because he is the first one who said that openly. Yeah. We are psychic. We can see visions. We can say whatever comes to our minds.
I think the two of us should both read on the same question, sort of the last question.
Okay, you can answer your, yeah, that will be probably.
I'd love to know if you pick up anything, and I'll look too. Is anything with this State of the Union going to be different for Trump? Is there anything like, will he piss people off like he normally does? Will something be exposed in the State of the Union? Tuesday night.
Pelosi will pull a suitor out of his mouth. And he will, Tracy is laughing, he will be screaming like when the child is when you take a suitor out of his mouth, they scream. he will be screaming. I had a vision about end of the December, and I said that Pelosi will put him on a toilet and splash the water. So she will do something really vicious to him. So you answered that question too.
Okay, I'm going to look at my cards.
Okay.
Oh, he's crossed by the Ten of Swords. So it's not going to be all that. A lot of people are judging him already, and he knows this. Here's Pelosi. Pelosi right there.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's not just in the speech he's giving. I think there'll be some hits on him before this speech. Like, I think behind the scenes, there's more stuff coming out, and he's acting out. He's going to say some things that are so inappropriate, people are just shaking their heads.
They are telling him to cover his half of the face.
Right.
Put the babushkas in Russia, they wear those scarves on the head. And they are asking him to cover. He knows something that is coming to hit him.
And he's acting out.
And he is afraid of that. Someone gave him some clue, be careful, keep your face covered, at least half.
Right. And the other thing is, I wouldn't doubt if this stock market just keeps falling. And this is the best economy ever. All of a sudden, everything, it dropped 600 points on Friday.
But the stock market is a result that he borrowed so much money. He don't have those money. It's like
we're in deep,
zero money in the bank, but he has one on front. It's fake. It's not that.
Some Wall Street people were talking about how him and that dead man that acts like he's still alive, the guy that works for him, what's his name? He's an old man.
The lawyer of his.
Yeah. Anyway, somebody was saying that Trump actually manipulates the stock. He's been giving he's giving his friends a heads up so they can make money. Yeah, he's going down. You guys, he's going down. That I know. So we need to do this more often.
I love it.
I like this. I like this. This is very clean and clear, unlike YouTube.
Oh, thank you so much. I love to be asked questions because then I don't have time to overthink the answer, but I'm answering in a split second when I'm reading the question.
That's your best ones. That's your best
But
one.
when I'm asked by you or someone else, I love it. I feel like a little kid.
Yeah, like, give me the next one. Give me the next one.
My mom was doing this to me when I was about 7 years old. She will ask me, a detective. She will never say psychic. And her girlfriends are sitting with her having coffee, and she will say, detective, can you tell us how would they find that guy who is killing those women? And there was minimum information in the news, but there was a serial killer in Katowice. And I went and I said, blah, 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 blah. He's using something like lasso and killing from behind. And eventually he was a small guy who was throwing like
a cord?
Yeah, with the rock on the top, on it. So it was not a lasso, but he was choking those women, they fall down, and he was killing them and then raping them. And all the women were big, and he was tiny little guy.
My God. Ugh.
He was married.
Yeah.
So that was one of those first things, and I love it because everyone eventually was saying, how did you know that? How did you know that? And I thought, there is something I was just thinking that I'm making up. But
but you were right.
But this little kid is still with me.
There you go.
Whenever I'm opening when someone asks me, I feel, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have any filter and I'm not feeling, well, I should change differently. No, because it's not me.
Yeah.
It's someone else. Thank you, guys. My spirit guide and my angel. I'm
Okay.
always calling to that. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Linda.
bye. Bye, Violetta. You have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
So
And I'll send this
cool.
to you.
Are you going to post?
What? I'm going to I'm stopping the video now.
Okay, thank you.
And now I'm going to upload it and send it to you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And I'll post too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay,
Linda.
babe. You take care.
You too.
Bye,
Thank
sweetie. Call me if you need something. I'm going to
No.
send it to your email.
I love it. Thank you. I felt like I'm in heaven again.
Okay, hon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.